Your espresso machine is not causing your inconsistent shots. Your puck is. And the funny part is that a $10 needle tool can fix the same problem a $285 tool is trying to automate. Those uneven streams from a bottomless portafilter? That's channeling. Water found a gap in the coffee bed and carved itself a highway. Some of the puck gets blasted through. The rest barely sees water. You get sour and bitter in the same cup. The fix is called WDT, the Weiss distribution technique. It takes 10 seconds, but most people are doing it wrong. When coffee exits a grinder, the particles carry an electric charge. A 2024 study confirmed that grinding itself generates significant static electricity. Static, oils from darker roasts, freshness, and some grinder designs can all leave clumps and uneven piles in the portafilter. The degree varies. A hopper-fed flat burr grinder on 2-week-old medium roast may produce almost no clumps. A single-dose Conicol on fresh light roast in dry weather can produce a mess. But the end result is the same. Your portafilter has invisible voids between clusters of grounds, and those voids are about to become channels. Here's the difference most beginners miss. Channeling is not a single event. It's a feedback loop. Water under 9 bars of pressure finds a void. It pushes particles aside. The gap gets wider. The flow accelerates. More particles get displaced. When one path gets easier, it doesn't stay easier. It gets carved wider. That's why one bad void can ruin an entire shot. The channel over-extracts. Everything around it under-extracts. WDT breaks the clumps and collapses the voids before water ever touches the puck. Simple concept. But the depth matters enormously. Jonathan Gagné ran 24 shots on a decent DE1 with 18-gram doses and compared surface WD to deep WDT. Surface means stirring the top 3 millimeters. Deep means needles reaching nearly to the basket screen. When you only stir the surface, your shot times vary by plus or minus 3.8 seconds, and peak puck resistance still swings by roughly 40% from shot to shot. When you go full depth, that variation drops to plus or minus 1.6 seconds. Same coffee, same dose, far more consistent. In a separate test, WDT bumped extraction yield by about 1.2%. That sounds small, but it's measurable. And in clumpy setups, it's enough to change both the consistency and the taste in the cup. Now, some of you already know the next question. If WDT is so good, why did Lance Hedrick's 2024 testing show that blind shakers outperformed WDT on extraction yield? Because they're solving different problems. Shaking homogenizes and densifies. WDT breaks clumps and redistributes. Some data suggests using both adds incremental benefit, but the mechanisms are different, and a blind shaker costs $80 or more. WDT is not theater. It's also not the ceiling, but it is the cheapest meaningful upgrade you can make. So does the tool matter? We looked at 4 core tools plus 3 premium options for context, from an $8 DIY build to a $285 spirograph machine. Here's what we found. Before you spend anything, you should know where WDT started. John Weiss, a retired computer scientist and biochemistry PhD, invented the technique using a dissection needle and a cut-down yogurt cup as a funnel. No machined aluminum, no magnetic base. Today, the DIY version is a pack of 0.3mm acupuncture needles, about $8 on Amazon, glued into a wine cork or a 3D printed handle. The honest take? It works. It uses the same gauge needles as the Normcore, same depth, same physics. 7 to 9 needles stirred gently in a Rosetta pattern at full depth for 10 to 15 seconds. The downsides are real. Exposed sharp needles, no stand, no storage, and they'll bend after a few thousand uses. The Normcore V3, $35 to $37. This is the consensus default recommendation in the Espresso community, 9 needle holes. Ships with both 0.25 and 0.3mm needle sets, so you can choose the gauge that matches your beans. Stand included. Needles are replaceable. It lines up well with the factors the research points toward. Thin needles, enough of them, full depth reach in a standard 18-gram basket. The honest take? It does not enforce technique. If you only stir the top 3 millimeters with this, you get the same mediocre results as Surface WDT with any tool. The tool is right, you still have to use it right. The Subminimal Flick, $29. This one is not about extraction performance, it's about workflow. The needles retract into the body with a single flick. No exposed pins, no bending needles in a drawer, magnetic wall mount or freestanding base. It ships with thicker 0.5 millimeter needles, thicker than the ultrafine style many WDT users prefer. But it includes a set of 0.35 millimeter replacements, and we'd recommend swapping to those immediately. The honest take, best WDT tool for people who hate WDT tools. If exposed needles and cluttered counters bother you, this is the solve. Now here's where it gets interesting. The ARO Orbit ECO. About $40, this is a spirographic WDT tool. A planetary gear mechanism moves the needles in a non-repeating path across the coffee bed, instead of following the same circular groove your hand traces. 10 needles at 0.25 millimeters, adjustable depth, 20 spare pins included. The mechanism is the same concept as the Weber Moonraker, which costs $285. The ARO does it at 1/7 the price. The honest take? The gear mechanism adds a failure point. And the build quality is not Weber, but if you want the spirograph benefit without the premium price tag, this is one of the cleanest off-the-shelf options under $50. One more thing before the verdict. 3 tools above $50 that deserve context. The Weber Moonraker, $285 for the standard, $485 for the Ultra. Patented spirograph with dual-height needles at 0.2 and 0.3 millimeters. It is beautiful, and the mechanism is genuinely clever. But there is no evidence it makes coffee measurably better than a Normcore. What it buys is repeatability, fit and finish, and workflow satisfaction. The Barista Hustle AutoComb, about $220. 12 hand-crank needles fluidize the bed in under 5 seconds. Gagné's data shows it reduced shot time by 1.1 seconds and shot time deviation by 0.5 seconds versus tapping. It's a cafe tool. For a home barista, the workflow benefit rarely justifies the price. And the Weber Blind Shaker, $80 to $87. This is not a WDT tool. It shakes and densifies grounds before you transfer them to the basket. It's complementary to WD, not a replacement. So the verdict. Best value, DIY, $8, same physics. The mechanism does not know how much you paid for the handle. Best overall recommendation. Normcore V3, $35. 2 gauge sets, replaceable needles, matches the science. If you don't want DIY, start here. Best workflow, Subminimal Flick, $29. The retractable mechanism solves the daily use annoyances that make people stop using their WDT tool. Best affordable mechanism, ARO Orbit ECO, $40. Spirographic motion at a fraction of the Moonraker's price. But here's the real takeaway. The tool matters less than you think. The technique matters more than you'd guess. Deep, full-depth, gentle Rosetta pattern. 10 to 15 seconds. Every time. That is what the data says makes the difference. WDT is not magic. It's just the cheapest way to stop giving water easy paths through the puck. If you want to understand what your grinder is doing to your coffee before it even hits the basket, that's what our grinder science video covers. Link in the description. And if you're still fighting channeling after WDT, it might be your basket. More on that soon.